Smacking y'all with the Yah-Mean of the day. Always understand the difference. See, it's certain people that don't want to talk about their past because currently in the present, they moved on. They made all the corrections of the mistakes that they once were making in the past. In the present, they just want to move forward because they're a better person now. But then you have the people who don't like to talk about the past because it's currently their present still. You have to know the difference. See, when people are living in their past that was negative, or their deficiencies that they had once in the past, and it's currently present today, and they get called out on it, they don't want to talk about it. Because within inside, it haunts them that the fact that they're the same person. It's like a woman being cheated on. Fellas, we out here running reckless. We are doing a bunch of bullshit. Our woman took us back for the 7th time. No, baby, we not out here cheating. We not out here cheating, but that's all she still see currently. You don't come home on time when you're supposed to. Your phone is ringing off the hook all night long. Text messages from different women. This is what your woman is seeing. But you're supposed to be rehabilitated. You're supposed to be allegedly not cheating anymore. Why in the fuck you think that your woman wouldn't trip? She has every right. It's currently in her face. She currently still sees the past in the present. She has every right to go off. She has every right to bitch. She has every right to draw. She has every right. Because you have not corrected the past. And then people are trying to make you feel guilty and say, I don't want to talk about the past. Of course you don't. You're currently living it in your present. That's why you don't want to talk about it. You know that you have not made the corrections from your past. See, it's a difference. Some people don't want to talk about their past because they're moving forward and they're doing all the things. They made all the corrections. But they just want to move forward. They want to leave that behind and move forward. But then you have your other people who don't want to talk about the past because it's currently their present. Because they have not corrected the mistakes. They're not rehabilitated from the past. But will make you feel guilty for calling them out. You live in the past. You live in the past. Why? Because I'm seeing it in your present. That's why I'm living in the past. It's like you letting somebody into your home that stole from you 20 years ago. You forgave them. They said they was rehabilitated. They don't do that no more. They don't engage in those activities no more. And you let them in your crib. And they steal from you again. And then they come around and say, well, we've been down for so long. You live in the past. What the fuck? You did it again. Your past is your present. You're showing exactly who you are. Don't get caught up out here with the difference. Some people don't want to talk about their past because they move forward. They corrected. They're a better person. They don't want to talk about it. The past was the past. This is who I am now. But then you got some people who don't want to talk about the past because they know it's currently their present. They haven't corrected nothing. They're still the same people. That's like people who weren't hustlers in their past. They didn't want to work in the past. They weren't doing nothing with their life in the past. And currently in the present, they're still doing the same thing. How can we not call you out for that? Your past is your present. Know the difference out here. See, the manipulation game that they always play is you live in the past. But I'm not seeing a change in the present. That's all I know. That's all I know. You know what the fucked up thing about life is? You can go to prison. You can go to county jail and have a record earlier in your years. And some people really get rehabilitated and really want to come out and work and really want to come out and become something. But those felonies on that record stops them from doing that. They have to go the back route. They have to do something else. They have to start their own business. They have to hope to get into a situation where somebody can pull them in despite their past. And people want to really turn it around. But then you have the people who did that at 19 and get out at 39 and still want to get involved in criminal activities. Some people's past is their present. Know the difference. Some people don't want to talk about their past. They don't want to sit down and have a round table talk about the past because they have moved on. They changed. My past was my past. I'll let y'all talk about it. But currently today, I'm a CEO. Currently today, I'm a teacher. Currently today, I work downtown as a business consultant or whatever the case may be. I have changed. I have moved on. I'm no longer a booster. I'm no longer hustling out on a corner. This is who I am now. But you have these other people, when you challenge them and you call them out, I don't want to talk about the past. Well, I can tell you one thing. Your actions is talking for you. Because currently, today in the present, you're still living in your past. You have to know the difference. You have to know the difference. In friendships, in relationships, I don't care what it is. If somebody's around you that was doing negative things in the past, and they're currently doing it presently, and you call them out on it, and they hit you with, oh, I don't want to talk about the past. It's because they don't want to plan to get better. They don't want to make no adjustments in the game. No adjustments in the ball game at all. You already know what's coming down the pipeline. Pause. Know the difference. Don't let them manipulate you and feel like you're crazy because you're calling them out on some shit that you see that they have not changed from years ago. The same shit that they fight with you all the time and say they're a changed person. You need to stop living in the past or stop living in the present. See, it's some people, again, that don't like to talk about the past because they moved on. They already made the corrections. They telling you, look, I'm going to let my actions work for itself. You see the new me. I don't need to talk about that old past. I salute that. They don't have to talk about the past because their actions is speaking for itself. But the manipulators who don't want to talk about the past because they know it's currently still living in a present, they're currently still making the same mistakes that they made before. You got to know the difference. Those are the ones you got to realize. You got to pull out your axe. Cut it right off. Because you know they don't have any indications of becoming better. They want to keep doing the same thing, the same old routine, same old game plan, and want to argue you down about how crazy you are about calling them out to say, oh, you living in the past. You keep talking about things I did years ago. That's because it's still happening 3 hours ago. You're not cheating anymore. But when text messages go off, you're sneaking out the room. Fellas, ladies, same thing. A man take you back, ladies. So out there cheating, you talking to somebody else, he give you a pass. Baby, look, I'm going to ride with you. The pass is the pass. But you currently still sneaking around. You know, ladies, y'all got the crown of sneaking around. Y'all got the crown of that. Y'all the best at it. Y'all way better than us. I can admit that. But if you out there doing that and he's still seeing it in his presence, in his presence, in his presence, he has the ability to call you out. Don't get caught up out here, y'all. Some people don't want to talk about their past because they made the corrections. They're a better person. And they're showing you who they are. They don't need to talk about it at no round table or discussion board. They know who they are. And there's other people who don't want to talk about it at all. Because deep down inside, when they go to sleep at night, it haunts them within to know that they're currently living in the present from their past. Know the difference. Think about it, y'all. And that's the Yah-Mean. Yah-Mean.
voice of Rizz.